Hello, Eurovision lovers, and welcome back to Eurovision 365 with me, Padraig. I'm delighted to say that I am joined today with, or by, Mia from Croatia. Hello.
Hello, and thank you for having me.
Oh, it's so great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you feeling?
I am still very excited, very happy and very proud to represent my country. And also, it's really fun to give interviews to people from outside of Croatia. It's something brand new to me.
Absolutely. So I'm guessing you are inundated with requests to chat and lots of people, a new audience sort of reaching out and finding your music.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I think that's the biggest advantage of Eurovision, that it really has this huge audience connecting people from all around the world, not just Europe. So it's an amazing opportunity for young artists like myself.
So you of course won the final, the Dora 2022 on Saturday, just a few days ago. So what's it been like ever since? Ever since?
Well, just since Sunday morning, after we had a little celebration of our victory, it's been pretty hectic. I did a lot of shootings, a lot of promo in my country. I wanted to, of course, thank not just all the media, but all the voters who were there for me, my family, my friends. So it's been juggling between, spending time with my people and doing promo for various media. But it's a pleasure. And I wanted to win real bad. I really gave my best along with my team. So I think it's only fair that I now get my share of work and that I try real hard.
I was looking at the voting, the scores just before we chatted, and you won by quite a margin, it looks like.
Yes, I am really grateful for that. I never thought there would be so many votes, and also very generous votes by the jury. So I want to thank them as well. And my whole home region, I was the only contestant from my part of Croatia. They were all with me. Everyone was voting, organizing, voting. It's been such a big thing for me, just knowing how many people I have beside myself and how much support I got.
Well, it sounds like you are a little, not overwhelmed, but just wow, this is awesome. This is happening.
Yeah. I think this is really awesome. I mean, I've been fantasizing about this, but having it be real is something else entirely. It's brand new to me, and I'm just still getting used to the fact that I'm going to Turin in May.
You're going, and that's the thing, you are going to that first semi-final in May in Torino, Turin. What's it like for you to represent Croatia at Eurovision?
I think it's a huge privilege. I also think it's a huge responsibility. We are a very small country, and in the last couple of years, it's been really hard for us to reach the finals. So it's a responsibility. I really want Croatia to qualify, of course, and I'll do my best. I'll do as much PR and just field work that I can. My big wish is to go around and travel through Europe and just present my song Guilty Pleasure to as many radio hosts or audience or TV hosts as I can, because I'm also preparing an album in English that I actually want to come out maybe even this year. So that was my motivation for applying to the Dora competition. I wanted to have a chance to go to Eurovision and have my English songs be heard by a wide audience. And I'm really glad it's happening.
Yeah, and Guilty Pleasure, is a lovely song. It's a very, very pretty song, I would say. Is it fair to say it's a country type song, is it?
It's a kind of a pop country. I would say it's maybe more American pop kind of song, but not such heavy production. It only has a digital beat, and everything else is live instrumentation, which I like. And I'm definitely that kind of girl who likes to go on stage with her guitar, and I like acoustic performances. So for me, even though everything on Eurovision is played, only the vocals are sung live. Still, I wanted to go out with my guitar because it's just part of my signature, and I feel better with it on stage.
Yeah, you feel almost lost without that guitar, it sounds like.
That's true. I'm really used to having it with me everywhere I go.
So you've already said Mia, it's been 2017 since Croatia were last at the Eurovision final. So I just wonder, is that a pressure for you to kind of do better?
Yeah, definitely. It is it's a bit of a pressure, and I believe it that in Ireland as well, whoever like wins gets a lot of pressure, and it's enough pressure just to be in all the media literally overnight. So I'm handling it the best I can, but ultimately I think that I have to be myself. I have to feel authentic,
Yeah.
and I have to do my thing, no matter what anyone says. So I think this is also like a great psychotherapy in a way. I will probably know myself better when this experience is over. And I believe that the song Guilty Pleasure absolutely can qualify to the finals, but it's also a lot of up to me, how much work I get done, how hard I strive, and yeah, of course, the emotion I bring on stage with me. So I really believe in it, and we'll see what happens next.
So, and just whenever you're saying the on stage part, Mia, I mean, obviously there's a huge part of that stage is taken by your dancer. So there's a lot going on because I did a reaction to it and I hadn't seen the song until I watched your winning performance, and I was like, whoa, this is so good. I go, it's a guilty pleasure, but I can't, a guilty sort of distraction watching the dancers. Well, what's that like for you when all of this is going on around you? Do you notice it even?
It's a very dynamic performance, and it really goes by quickly for me. So all of the time, I was so concentrated on what I have to do now, where I have to be, that every time the song would just pass without me even noticing. I think it's a very good choreography that is like also dynamic but intimate at the same time. And my dancer, who is from Romania, his name is Alex Solti, and I actually met him during the Dora preparations. I never knew about him before, and my choreographer found him on Instagram. So it's a really
Okay.
funny story.
Okay.
And I somehow trusted that we would get along and that it would turn out fine. I'm a huge believer in maybe destiny in a way, let's call it that way. I believe that when you give your best, just outer circumstances, they form in your advantage, to your advantage. So I think that's what happened here. Just everything clicked. Both me and him, like the rest of the crew, the styling I was very happy with, the song itself. So it felt really, really nice on stage. And I just want us to recreate the experience in Italy if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Croatia, of course, have been entering Eurovision as a nation since 1993, and in the beginning, especially, had some fantastic results. You know,
Yes.
back in 95, 96, 99. Well, like and 98, of course, huge stars. Really, I would say like Maya Blagden, Doris Dragovic, and all of those people. I mean,
You
what?
really know everything.
But do you know what? What's really actually frightening is I remember these songs being shown. So that just shows you how old I am. So I think
Yes.
that's more of what it is. But
I wouldn't say you're old. I remember some of those too. And I was very little, so
but whenever you say you remember some of those, that's what's going to be my question. What's your favorite Croatian songs at Eurovision? Do you have any?
yeah, absolutely. There are so many huge songs that became known through Dora and Eurovision. One of my favorites is Goran Karan. I'm not sure which year. I think it was also in the 90s, maybe 95, 96. I don't know. It was the song called Ostani. A very powerful song, and it's still an evergreen in Croatia. Everyone knows the song. It's really, really beautiful.
So that was your sort of favorite Croatian song. And if we're thinking of the songs that are competing, I mean, first of all, tell me a bit about Guilty Pleasure.
Well, actually, I wrote the song with my team. It was written, I think, at the beginning of 2021, and I never planned on going to Eurovision with it. It was more of I wanted it to be the lead single for my first English record that I'm preparing and that I really want to put out. maybe even this year, who knows, but we'll see. So anyway, when we decided to apply for the Dora competition, it was already like near the deadline. So I wondered if we're even gonna make it. But then when we applied it, I was just like sure it was the right thing. And the song is maybe a little bit, has this emotional, intimate atmosphere where I'm reflecting on a dream that I've like been having for 5 nights in a row. And it's kind of a maybe my reflection on monogamy as a concept in human society, and the way we all perceive it as, you know, default mode of behavior, when actually at times I wonder if it's even natural for the human race, if it's even natural for an individual to just like devote their whole life to just one person. And the question, when are you old enough to know who that person is? Do you even ever know? Do you give a promise and then maybe next morning you wake up and you can't keep that promise anymore? So is it even possible to give the promise till the death do us part, which are so like such huge and severe words? So those were the thoughts that, I mean, the thoughts, these are the thoughts that have been occupying my mind for quite a bit, like throughout my teenage years. And when, you know, when you fall in love for the first time and then you think it is it, and then something happens, or like you just see someone else and you're all into someone else. So those were the questions that always intrigued me. And whenever something is very powerful in my mind like that, just have to put it in a song, because music is the way I communicate my emotions most efficiently. So if anyone recognizes themselves in this song, I will feel very flattered.
So what would be guilty pleasures at Eurovision?
Well, in this particular song, guilty pleasure is this other person I'm fantasizing about, and actually my dancer Alex is representing that person, that imagination, let's say. So he keeps appearing and disappearing throughout the choreography, and in the end we're left with this like half kiss, or like, or not a kiss, that poses the question whether I should do something about my fantasies or whether I should just like stick to the, you know, the easier path that I'm walking in already.
Yeah. So wow, that's such a lovely story.
You weren't expecting this, I can say.
But you know, it's funny because, you know, as you said at the beginning, whenever I was reacting to your song, I was, one of the things I said, it's going back really quickly. There's a lot happening. It's moving as fast, and you know, it's a, like as you say, it's a fun kind of song. It's a nice pop country song, and I think sometimes myself, I can maybe not always hear the lyrics first, but now whenever I'm sort of going to rewatch this, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what she means. That's what she means. Yeah, yeah. Wow, wow.
Yeah, I should definitely give more interviews like this. Things become so much clearer.
Have you heard any of the other songs that been part of Eurovision, Mia?
I heard Italy first, I think, and I really like it. It's also, I especially started liking the song when I saw the English translation, because I don't understand Italian. And for me, I just love lyrics about dysfunctional love stories. Maybe that's why I applied guilty pleasure.
That makes sense now.
Yeah, that's just like, there's something about it that I really like. And I still didn't listen to all of the songs, but I definitely will, because I'm very curious to see who I'm going to be meeting there, who I'm going to be hanging with. That's what actually makes me the happiest.
Absolutely. And what's your hopes for Torino? I mean, what's whenever you get there? I'm sure there'll be a lot of rehearsals and all, but I'm sure you'll be wanting to have a bit of fun and a bit of enjoyment as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet new people, and I secretly hope that maybe I will meet someone and just make some maybe collaboration, maybe spread the word about my music a little bit more. So that's what I'm hoping to get. But of course, a lot of fun is also necessary, and just enjoying the moment, because it's a one-time opportunity. And I really think that if we're not enjoying it, it doesn't make much sense. So yeah, but I also want to be really focused and really disciplined about my rehearsals and make the most of them.
Absolutely. It sounds like you are, I would say you're going to do your country so proud, Mia, because it's a lovely song. I'm not just saying that because I'm sitting here chatting to you, but it's a lovely song. and it's nice to interpret like the whole dance and all that. It's really cool. Like it will stand out, I think, and hopefully, please God, you'll get to that final for Croatia. I'm sure. How will you be reacting if you do? If it gets,
Oh my God.
if you were,
I would go crazy probably. I would go and party all night long. I think we would deserve it, my team and I, in that situation. But we'll see. Whatever happens is okay if we give our best.
Absolutely. And nobody can ask any more of you than that, right?
Yeah, that's the most we can do.
I don't suppose it's worth asking, is there any chance of getting a little strum of the song or a couple of lines of it from you?
I mean, I can do a few seconds because my ukulele is right here behind me.
Oh, wow. I did spy it, you see, so.
I mean, I can do just a little bit of the chorus.
Oh.
Just a couple of seconds.
Oh, please, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Would you run away? Would you run away with me? Would you run away? Would you run away?
Yay! That's a lovely ukulele as well.
Yeah, I bought it because of the flowers.
Yeah, it's class. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Well, only thing I would say to you to finish up with is thank you so much for joining me, Mia. It's been so awesome to chat to you. So it has.
Thank you so much for reaching out and having me. And yeah, I hope everything we talked about will happen in May.
Please. And is there anything you want to say to anyone who might be watching this, who might be voting in semi-final one or indeed the final, should you make it?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you everyone who's watching Eurovision, supporting it, because without you guys, us singers wouldn't have the amazing chances that we have. Yeah, I'll see you in May.
Mia, thank you so much, and I wish you the very, very best of luck at Eurovision.
Thank you.
Go Hrvatska!
Yay!
Yay! Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.